Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to my channel, Attila Tarot. In this video, we will look at what kind of energies you can expect in the third quarter of the year, which will be July, August, and September. We will look at the meanings of the cards from every angle: love, relationships, money, career, finance. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. I also want to encourage you to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs so you get the full picture. And I always focus on the people who watch me when I do these readings. So the more you interact, the more these readings will resonate as well. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype. And let me know in the comments where are you watching from, or simply say hi. And I will have some positive affirmations as well that you can put in based on the meanings of the cards. And of course, for most of you it's going to be summer, some of you it's going to be winter. You can also put in that I will have an amazing summer or I will have an amazing winter. Okay, so let's jump into your reading with your oracle card. Okay, so you have here a supermoon card. Emotions are running high. Now, emotions can manifest in many shapes or form in our life. For some of you, it might be happiness. For others, it might be anger. It might be surprise. It might be being afraid of something. And I think what you can expect in the next 3 months or in the summer, that there's going to be a lot of emotions running high in your life. In terms of, it can, as I said, it can manifest in many shapes or forms. So I think very important for you to look at it, how you will handle these emotions. What are you going to do to heighten them, or what are you going to do to actually balance them out? Because, with these high emotions, very important for you to kind of see how these emotions are impacting you. But this is also a card that symbolizes that you are very close to success, and you should trust that. And also you might find a resolution for a problem, and something exciting might be lying ahead of you. So just make sure that you don't blow anything out of proportion. So let's look at what kind of energies you can expect from the tarot perspective. Well, in the center of your reading, you do have the Hermit card. The Hermit is all about quietness, actually. So it's very interesting to balance that emotions running high. So the Hermit is all about looking inside of yourself and rethinking your life. What is that makes you happy? What is that you want to achieve? What are your long-term goals? What is the kind of job you want to do? What is your true calling? What kind of a relationship you want in your life? So when this card comes up, you're kind of choosing to be on your own. So for some of you are choosing to be on your own from a relationship perspective. Some of you want to start your own business as well. But you're deeply thinking about your future and what is that you want to achieve in your life. Okay, so the first card that we have here for you is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is all about partnerships. This can be a relationship, this can be a business partnership, because what you see on this card, that two people come together to make a promise to each other. Now, again, this can be a soulmate connection, a business connection where everybody is getting positive things out of this relationship or business relationship. Everybody's getting whatever they put in. But also this card can bring you peace as well. Peace in a form of making peace with someone, or if you had an argument, if you had some kind of a challenge with someone, this can also say, okay, let's let put all those difficulties behind us and promise each other that we will never do it again. And there we have the Five of Cups, which is a card of sadness, which is a card of loss in some shape or form. When this card comes up, you've been through something that impacted you emotionally, right? For some of you, this can be connected to a breakup. Others, it can be a job loss, or somebody might have betrayed you as well. And you're still looking at that and how it is impacting you, and you have hard time turn your heads into the new direction. But this card is actually telling you that not everything has been lost. You need to focus on the opportunities. Where are you going from here? What kind of relationships you want in your life? What kind of a job you want in your life? And I think if you do that, you're going to see way more positive things coming into your life. Now you also have the Hangman. The Hangman, which shows that you're feeling stuck. You might feel stuck in your career, you might feel stuck in your relationship, or you're just not seeing that things are moving forward in the speed that you would like to see. Now what this card is telling you, that you need to look at your situation from a new perspective. Right? We talked about you shouldn't focus on what went wrong. You should focus on the opportunities, the possibilities as well. But also the Hangman is inviting you to let go of all those things that went wrong in your life. Let go of the baggages, let go of certain expectations that you might have as well. And surrender. Surrender to the universe and let things happen in divine timing. You also have the Chariot, which is a beautiful card of success, celebration, and victory. You are leaving the difficulties in the past when this card comes up, and you're focusing on your future, which is good, which is great, because that's what we've been talking about, that it's very important for you to focus on the future, especially with that Hermit, and leave those challenges in the past. And you're in control of your life, and you're letting the universe to guide you as well when the Chariot comes up. But also this can indicate that things will speed up for you. Like after some quiet time that you've been through, you're going to have a very busy time. Things are speeding up in your life. Some of you might be moving, some of you might be traveling as well with this Chariot, where you're going to have some nice and quiet time as well. But also, some of you might be thinking about buying a car when this card shows up. And you're rethinking, how can you be successful? Now you also have the Three of Cups, which is a card that shows happiness, joy, celebration, enjoying life to the fullest. So I think if you're going on a trip, you're going to be able to have a very good time, having parties as well. But also with the Three of Cups, there might be get-togethers, celebrations in some shape or form, birthdays, engagement, weddings as well, especially when you kind of combine it with that Two of Cups. Now this can also indicate some love triangle, and I always look at it if there's any kind of other cards. And you do have here the Five of Cups. So some of you might be dealing with that, some kind of a love triangle in some shape or form that's making you to reconsider your life. But also you're progressing from that Two of Cups to that Three of Cups. Now let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype. Let me know in the comments where are you watching from, and say hi. And you can put in those positive affirmations as well that we put in. So that we talked about. For example, I attract true relationships. I attract great partnerships. I put the past behind me and I focus on the future. I am successful. I am victorious. And we also have here the Six of Swords, which is a card of transition. It shows that you've been through challenges, difficulties, arguments, or any kind of bad situation in your life, and you are moving forward. You pass the test, and your life is going to be way more quiet. Now, again, this can also indicate traveling, or it can indicate moving as well. Whether it's your company, whether you are physically moving, but also some of you might be maybe going on a beautiful cruise with that combination of the Chariot and the Six of Swords, which is such an amazing thing. But also, if you've been kind of going through some tests, I think you passed the test that the universe set you. The next card in your reading is the Seven of Wands. Now, this is a card when you're protecting yourself. You're protecting whatever you have. Now, this can indicate that you might have to stand up for the decisions that you made. Whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in work-related, you might have to kind of protect your point of view in a meeting. You might be going through some kind of a interview process where obviously you're going to be bombarded with a lot of questions, but as you can see, she stands out. She stands out from the crowd, and it means that you are also very, very well prepared, because with the Seven of Wands, you're well prepared to handle anything. So if you've been going through some storms in your relationship, you know how to handle it. But if you're going through an interview process, I think you're going to be very, very, very prepared, and I think you're going to be the one who's getting the position, because with that Six of Wands, you're passing the test, and with that Chariot, you're going to be very, very successful, that you're going to celebrate. Okay, so we also have the Five of Wands. Now, this is a card of conflict and competition. So it depends how it manifests in your life. If it's a conflict, it's not necessarily a difficult conflict. It's one of those conflicts where people are just seeing things differently because they have a different background. Maybe they were raised differently. They work in a different department as well. And there might be age gaps as well. What's really important here that, or you're just trying to see how far you want to go with each other. Now, if it manifests in your life, then as a competition, well, obviously, I think you'll be able to go through a very competitive time. Maybe you work in a competitive industry. Maybe you are competing for roles. Maybe you are competing for a person because you're dealing with a very, very popular person, or you might be very popular and people are competing for you. But again, you're the one who is ready. You're the one who can see things happening. And also, with the Seven of Wands, I also say that, sometimes you have to protect your relationship as well, because maybe someone wants to seduce you or your partner. But again, you're very, very well prepared. Now, bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Swords, which is a court card. So it can be your energy, someone's energy, or just the general energy of the card. Now, what we need to know about the Knight of Swords, that this person is very, very impulsive, ready for battle anytime, and wants to get things done, wants to resolve things as fast as possible, and doesn't like to plan. So with this, emotions are running high. Again, he says whatever he thinks as well, so maybe a little diplomacy might be a little better for some of you, and not just necessarily burst out whatever you think. Because he's very, very impulsive, so try to kind of balance that. Now let's see what we have from this deck. We do have here the Construct, Tower of Power, Corporate, High Rank, Build, Banking, Pinnacle on top. This is a very great card for those of you that are looking for a job or looking for a promotion, indicating that you're going to be on the top, you're going to be able to achieve something better than what you have. We also have the Abundance card, Fruits of your labor, harvest, extra cash, fulfilled, blessed, overflow, time is ripe. Now, interesting to kind of see this harvest time showing up, and also in the abundance, which means that I think whatever you've been putting an effort into something, you're going to see the results. You're going to get a very good position, or you're going to abundance of money or abundance of love as well. And you also have the doorway open to possibilities, potential job opening, steps, walk away, risk, shift focus. I think what's really important for you that you're going to have some really good openings for you. Maybe a new opportunity will show up for you that's more in alignment with your true calling. You're going to go through some battles for it, but you're going to be the one who's getting it. And we also have the jealousy card. So obviously some of you might be have to kind of handle that because maybe of a love triangle. Again, the 3 people show up here as well. Or somebody might be jealous of your success as well, because you have here this Chariot success card. And you know, sometimes with success comes jealousy too. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.